comes the sun. Here comes the
Hi guys, it's Christina with here. It's such, I don't know if you can tell, but it's such a nice day. It's like the first nice warm spring day. So I decided it would be kind of fun if we had a picnic. One of my favorite things to bring on a picnic are my toasted coconut, walnut, pumpkin, banana bread muffins. Oh yeah, you heard me. Anyways, so to get started, I'm just going to crack 4 eggs into my bowl. And these muffins, I usually like to make them in muffin form, but obviously you could make them just in bread form because they're just a banana bread. But they're so yummy and they're really healthy too. I'll explain that more later. So I have 4 eggs in there. Then I have 3/4 of a cup of white sugar and 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. Mix that together. And then I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of oil. I personally like using a mixture of olive oil and canola oil because they're both, heart healthy oils, and I really love the richness that the olive oil adds. But of course, if you don't have olive oil, because it's kind of expensive too, canola oil is perfectly fine for any salad or cooking oil you have. Just gonna whip this up. And that's pretty much most of the moistness that's going in, or half of it I should say. The other half is going to come from the pumpkin and the mashed banana. It's so good. This bread is so moist and delicious. I love it. Okay, and it's also really like textury and crunchy with the toasted coconut and the walnuts. It's so good. Okay, next I'm going to add 2 cups of flour, and I personally like using a mixture of 1/4 cup of, 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour because I like the graininess and the texture that adds. And plus it's really good for you. And 1.5 cups of white flour. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda and make sure that's nice and leveled off, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then I couldn't find my 1/2 teaspoon, so we're going to be using 1/4. 2 of these, 2 1/4 teaspoons, or 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Mix that up a little bit. And we're just going to add that right into our wet ingredients. Mix that together. And now we're already halfway done with making this banana bread. That's also what's so great about it. I just called up some friends and told them that I wanted to have a picnic because it's so nice out, and these will be done. Really, what takes the longest is to actually bake them. They take about 45 minutes to bake. Well, I guess if you made a bread, it would take 45 minutes. The muffins usually take about a half an hour. So I just need to take a quick break. I'm just going to keep mixing this up. When we come back, we're going to add the delicious ingredients. Hey guys, it's a great day out and I'm so excited to go on a picnic with some friends. And what I'm bringing along are my favorite pumpkin, walnut, toasted coconut, banana bread muffins. They're so good. Okay, so in here I have my wet and my dry ingredients, and now I'm going to add in the fun mixing. Okay, first of all I'm going to add the bananas, and I'm using 2, medium-sized bananas that are obviously very ripe, and this will add delicious moistness without having to add a ton of butter or fat. So I'm just going to mash these up a little bit, and you could mash them up a lot more if you like kind of a smooth paste, but I kind of like them chunky because I'm also adding pumpkin, which will add, smoothness and moistness. But I kind of like having chunks of banana in there. It's kind of nice. Okay, so I have this will make about 1 cup of mashed banana, and then I have 1/3 cup of coconut that I toasted. This smells so good, and it adds such delicious kind of tropical flavor to the whole batter. It's so good in it. Okay, and then I also toasted, along with the coconut, 3/4 cup of walnuts. I love walnuts. They're a great source of omega-3 fatty acids, just like salmon. And I personally love walnuts. But you could also use pecans if you like that, or I don't know, maybe almonds or something. That might be kind of nice. So anyway, so here's my mashed banana. Just going to add that in. Again, I like it kind of chunky, but you can do whatever you want. And then I have a cup of pumpkin. I love pureed pumpkin. I use it in everything. Making pumpkin cake, pumpkin cookies, ravioli. Oh my gosh, it makes a killer ravioli filling. But anyways, okay, so I have a cup of mashed banana and a cup of pumpkin. Look at that color. Isn't that awesome? Oh, it's so good. This bread is so good. Okay, so I have that in there. Then I'm going to add my 3/4 of a cup of toasted walnuts and chopped kind of roughly. Again, I really like these to be chunky. I love when you take a bite and you get a chunk of banana, chunk of coconut, and walnuts. It's so good. And then my favorite ingredient of all, the 1/3 of a cup of toasted coconut. Okay, so that's pretty much it. But then what I like to add to bring everything together is, you can eyeball this, whatever you like. If you don't like vanilla, don't put it in, but I love vanilla. Pure vanilla extract, about a teaspoon of that. Oh, it smells so good. And about a teaspoon of cinnamon. Or a little more, whatever you like. Look at that. You cannot, it's not even baked yet, and it smells so good already. Okay, so because I'm going on a picnic, I thought it would be kind of easier if I brought muffins. And then I also have 2 little loaf pans as well. So I'm going to take about a ladleful and a half into each one, because I love them to be nice and overflowing in the pan so that they get a nice crusty outer, you know, muffin top. It's so good. Okay, and I have my oven preheated to 325 degrees, and I'm going to pop these in. And the muffins don't take as long as the breads do. The breads might take 45 minutes or so, but the muffins will only take about a half an hour. So I'm just going to fill these up. Just going to put these 2 in. Pop that in. Pop that one in. I'm going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I'll show you what they look like when they get out of the oven. Stay tuned. Hi guys, it's been about a half an hour, so it's time to check on my muffins and bread. Oh yeah, look at how good these look. Yep, these are definitely ready. And I think the bread needs a few more minutes. I just poked it and it felt a little raw on the inside. So I think that needs a few more minutes, but these glorious muffins are definitely ready. Look at how good those look. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just like to let them cool on a wire rack for about 5 minutes. Or longer, I guess, because I'm taking them on the picnic. I don't want them to be too hot when I wrap them up to take them with me. But I made one earlier, a loaf, and so I'm just going to take this out. That one's a smaller one, obviously, but I just want to cut it open so I can show you guys what it tastes like. Oh, so good. Got some walnut in there. You can taste the cinnamon and the toasted coconut. So good. Thanks so much for watching. I had a great time making my favorite banana bread, pumpkin, walnut, toasted coconut muffins. See you next time.